This moment, the quality of your life is not dependent upon what kind of car you drive, what kind of clothes you wear, but this moment, how peaceful and joyful you are within yourself, this is the quality of your life, isn't it so?
Feeling is exhilarating. It's just the most wonderful thing I've ever experienced.
What do you think people are battling the most in today's time?
What do I think people are battling the most? Again, speaking from my experience of the program, is having outside situations dictate how we are within ourselves. That's at least from what I've seen, that's one of the biggest problems that people are struggling with, is that if everything is okay outside, you're okay. But if something happens outside, our inner situation goes haywire in ways where people are destroying themselves on a day-to-day basis. So, and this is where inner engineering becomes most relevant, because it empowers you to handle your interiority the way you want it, and nobody can decide how you are. It's your choice and it's in your hands. And I think this is a tool that everybody on the planet deserves to be empowered with. And this is the fundamental aspect of Sadhguru's work, to really empower individuals with the tools to create their lives the way they want it.
Diabetes, hypertension, cardiac ailments, asthma, allergies, obesity, which are all essentially generated from within, if only we are willing to pay a certain level of attention to the innermost dimension of who we are. Inner engineering is a powerful process of approaching the inner core of who you are in a scientific manner. This is definitely a way to create a healthful life.
How did you get involved with Isha Foundation? Please share us your journey with Isha Foundation.
So I was very lucky to get in contact with Sadhguru and with Isha Foundation at a very young age. I was 21 at the time, and Sadhguru used to come to my home country very frequently. Twice a year at the time he used to come. So I heard about the program through my sister, who heard about it through her colleague, and I didn't even know it was yoga. And I wasn't looking for yoga, I wasn't looking for spirituality, and I had everything I wanted. It's not like I was looking for relief from anything. So just because she insisted, I went to an introduction talk by Sadhguru. And sitting for 1 hour in the introduction talk, it's like all the questions I had asked myself since my childhood came back to the surface, and they were validated. Because I had questions about who I am, what am I doing here, and people around me kind of shut down these questions. So when I sat with in the talk with Sadhguru, suddenly I realized that these questions were always valid, and that there was a way to find an answer to them. And then I attended the inner engineering program, and even though I wasn't looking for it or longing for it, I left the program in tears, because it felt like I had found something I was unconsciously looking for many years. And I just kept the practice, Shambhavi practice, on a day-to-day basis, 21 minutes every day. And the beautiful thing is that I didn't even know what the benefits were. I just did it because I committed to doing it. So out of sheer commitment, I maintained it. And then within 3 to 4 weeks' time, I started seeing dramatic changes in the way I operated. I was a college student at the time with a very challenging major, and tasks that my colleagues would take days to achieve, I could effortlessly do them in a few hours. And also, for me, it was normal to come back from school and crash and sleep for 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon. And suddenly, after the practice, this need was completely gone. I experienced the same energy levels at 6 p.m. that I did at 6 in the morning. So the changes were both physiological, but also psychological. I could relate to people more. And it also, there was, as a child, I always used to ask for toys. And whenever I got the toy, suddenly I wanted something else. So at a very young age, something hit me that no matter how much I get, I will always want more. So being with Sadhguru and being with Isha has really showed me that we are longing for more. It is just that getting things or getting money or getting more knowledge is not what we are seeking after. At least for me, I am seeking more from life, and through yoga I have really seen that there's so much more to it beyond what we refer to as my body and beyond what we refer to as my mind.
If you're willing to dedicate 21 minutes of your day to this simple process, it has been life-transforming for millions of people. This is not a religion, this is not some kind of a teaching, this is not a philosophy, this is a technology. One has to just learn how to use it. Like how you learn to use your iPhone, similarly you learn to use this eye to its optimum level, to its fullest capacity.
I'm here talking about inner engineering, so at least in my experience, inner engineering has been the best way to do that. And it's been such a worthwhile investment. It's a certain time investment. It takes 28 hours between the online program and the 2-day program. It's a certain time investment, but for the way it will impact the rest of your life, it's nothing.
28 hours for lifetime change, basically.
In many ways, yes. In every way, I would say. But again, for those who are not able to invest this time, at least who are not able to come this time, it's Sadhguru's vision that every person is empowered. So he has made simple practices also available online for free to everyone. So there's Isha Kriya, which is a guided meditation, there's Upa Yoga practices, and they are all available online and anybody can access them anytime. There's even the Isha Sadhguru app, and you can get these practices on your phone. You were asking earlier that why is it so important for the Silicon Valley population to get access to this, and just thinking about it more because my volunteering with the foundation started over 10 years ago, where these technologies were not at least as accessible as they are today. And it's been tremendous to see how many more people we were able to reach thanks to YouTube, thanks to Facebook, thanks to Twitter. So right now we are able to access these tools from our very pocket. From your very phone, you can just tap a button and get to practice a meditation that can transform your life forever. So in that sense, when the professionals of Silicon Valley have given us these tools to make these technologies available to so many more people, they deserve to experience it for themselves also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're feeling stress, if you're feeling tension, if you're feeling anxiety, fear, anger, hatred, you must know your own intelligence is turned against you. So what is lacking is proper engineering. So inner engineering essentially means to bringing yourself to a state where all that you have, all the faculties of being human works for you, not against you.